Hello, I'm the Northman. Welcome to today's video. I hope that you are doing well. Let's get into the article. And it says Senate Committee sets January 27th markup for Crypto Clarity Act bill. Senate Agriculture Committee to hold Clarity Act markup on January 27th to define crypto oversight rules by SEC and CFTC. The main points are Clarity Act markup scheduled for January 27th, 6 days after bill's release. SEC and CFTC named as primary crypto regulators in a new draft bill. Senate Banking Committee to hold separate markups this Thursday. Crypto passive yield bans remain a debated point in the latest draft. The US Senate Agriculture Committee has announced that it would hold a markup session for the long-anticipated Clarity Act on January 27, 2026. This session will follow the public release of the bill's scheduled for January 27th and January 21st. The bill is focused on defining market structure and regulatory responsibilities for digital assets in the United States. And here's a tweet about it from Kenny and Nguyen. Probably butchered that name as well. Chairman John Bosman stated that this timeline allows for transparency and review. He thanked Senator Cory Booker and the committee staff for their joint efforts. This schedule ensures transparency and allows for thorough review as the committee moves forward with legislation to provide clarity and certainty for crypto markets, Boozman said. Purpose of the Clarity Act. The Clarity Act is intended to remove uncertainty in the digital asset industry by assigning clear responsibilities to regulatory bodies. It proposes shared oversight between the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) and the Commodities Future Trading Commission (CFTC). The Senate Agriculture Committee has jurisdiction over the CFTC. The bill aims to create defined rules for crypto market activity, including who regulates which digital assets. This is expected to support investor protection while also promoting technological growth within the US. Lawmakers say that the bill offers both innovation and safety for users and businesses. Next step in the legislative process. A markup session is where committee members debate the bill and suggest changes or amendments. After this process, the committee will vote on whether to move the bill to the full Senate floor. The Senate Banking Committee, which oversees the SEC, is also reviewing related parts of the legislation. It has scheduled its own markup for Thursday of this week. If the Clarity Act passes through both committees and receives full Senate approval, it will go to the House of Representatives. From there, the bill would need to pass before heading to the President for signing. President Donald Trump is expected to consider the bill later in the year. SEC Chairman Paul Atkins said earlier this week that he is bullish about the bill's chances of being signed. Key challenges and sticking points. Although the Clarity Act has strong momentum, there are still unresolved issues. One of the most debated concerns is of the regulation of stablecoin yield. The amended draft from the Senate Banking Committee includes a rule that would prevent crypto asset providers from offering passive income on stablecoin deposits. This proposal has drawn concern from both industry representatives and some financial groups. Decentralized finance (DeFi) rules also remain a contested topic. Lawmakers are working to define how DeFi platforms should be monitored, though details are still being finalized. The final version of the bill may adjust these provisions based on committee discussions and external feedback. Political environment and potential delays. The markup is scheduled amid broader government funding discussions. While a government shutdown could delay progress, current reports suggest that a full shutdown is not expected. Last year, Similar shutdowns affected the movement of other crypto-related bills. Committee members say that they are working to avoid delays and keep the bill on schedule. Bipartisan support and coordination between Senate committees have played a role in moving the bill forward despite political hurdles. That was the article. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I wish you a wonderful day. Of course, like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and I will see you again tomorrow.